Hey guys, Jeff the Nature Guy. Listen behind me. You hear it? Honking. We're talking about geese today, and we're talking about one of the most incredible things that animals do, and that's migration. And right now we're at the tail end of migrating geese here in Montana. You know, what happens is Canada geese, as the name implies, come from Canada down here to the US. And right now here in Montana, they are just in huge numbers. And Canada geese, they're pretty neat birds. Now I gotta say, not a lot of people like Canada geese because they can cause a mess. They like to poo a lot, and they like to poo on golf courses and things like that, so they can be messy. But when it comes down to the nitty-gritty, they're pretty neat birds. First of all, you're talking about a big animal. They can be upwards of 14 pounds. Now that is a big bird. Now the other thing about them that I love is how they migrate. You've probably all seen geese flying before, and if you haven't, here, we want to show you some now. They fly in a V, and they do that for a really good reason, and it's to save energy. Because you see, when you fly in a V, every bird in that V uses less energy except for that front bird that starts that V out. That front bird is responsible for getting the flock through. And what's amazing is that front bird uses all its energy to fly, whereas the back birds, they get to kind of use the wind, or they have less wind from that front bird as they fly. And so that front bird, they rotate that position as they're flying, so every bird has to take a turn using more energy. But the birds that don't have to be in the front, well, they get to relax a little bit as they fly. So that's why they fly in the V, which is pretty neat. Now, the other thing as you watch geese is you might notice there's a lot of geese obviously in water like we're at here today, but you also see a lot of Canada geese a lot in farm fields. And the reason is because they're herbivores, which means they eat a lot of vegetation, a lot of little weeds, little grasses, seeds, things like that. Now they'll also eat, well, bugs from time to time, and well, you can find a lot of good bugs not only in lakes like this, but also in farm fields as well. So that's what they're eating. So while you're out and about, keep your eyes open. You're bound to see a lot of Canada geese flying overhead, and even late at night, listen, you might hear that honking out and about. And by the way, that honking, that's just the way they talk. That's their language. Pretty cool. So until next time, you know me, I'm Jeff the Nature Guy. Hope to see you real soon at Zoo Montana.